All right, good morning, boys. For those who don't know me, my name is NadaqAle. I've been trading for a little bit over 3.5 years now. I am turning 20 in a week, which is crazy to think about because I'm usually a 19-year-old day trader. I'm not used to calling myself a 20-year-old trader. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think that's unk. 20 is too old for me, but whatever. We're gonna have to deal with that anyways and make more money to deal with it as well. But in the meantime, I want to go over what helped me shift from that unprofitable to profitable phase. And I'm not going to give you some generic bullshit advice saying, oh, fix your psychology. Oh, just win more. Oh, get a better system. Oh, find a proven model. Like, yeah, no shit. You have to get better at trading to make more money. No shit. You have to have good psychology to be a profitable trader. I'm sure you guys know this by now, right? But I want to lean more over to the habits I built while I was unprofitable, not as much as what I actually did, but the habits I built while I was unprofitable that I knew I needed to kind of develop and overcome in order to actually get to where I wanted to be, right? I was unprofitable once. I wasn't making money. I was over trading. I was crashing out. I would be one day away from a payout day after day after day and then just blow my account. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I didn't know if I could even fix what I was dealing with. I didn't know how could I ever make money in the markets if this is what I'm doing on a daily basis. But in the back of my head, there was a voice constantly telling me saying, you are going to make money one day. You are going to be profitable. But how? How was I going to go from the crash out degenerate trader that I'm basically a gambler right now to a serious and mature trader who is actually making consistent profits month after month? Well, you have to think, what habits does that version of myself have developed? What does my ideal human or my ideal version of me do on a regular basis? What habits would the perfect version of me have built, right? And then from there, I started building my habits. I realized the profitable version of myself is not going to wake up at 9:25, roll out of bed, and just look at the markets hoping to catch a trade. The profitable version of myself is not going to take a loss and crash out because he took a loss. He's going to take a loss and understand that, all right, losses happen, right? Was the trade good? Why did I enter the trade? Why was my stop loss where it was? Why was my take profit where it was? If you cannot explain your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit, you should not have risk on the table. You should not be in that position. It is that simple, right? Before you enter a trade, before you click buy, before you click sell, can you explain why your entry is there? Can you explain why your stop loss is there? Can you explain why you take profit is there? If you cannot explain all three criterias, you should not have money at risk in the markets on that exact position, right? Now, two habits that I built that completely changed my trading. Two habits that took me from $0 a month to over $30,000 a month consistently trading prop firms is probably the simplest habits you will ever see a trader explain. It's not some guru bullshit waking up at 5 in the morning, reading a book, meditating. It's not some bullshit about, oh, I started backtesting 5 hours a day. No, it was literally as simple as I work in Eastern Standard Time. Mind you, I'm EST, so I'm not East Coast, West Coast trader. I'm an East Coast trader. I was trying to think of the never eat soggy waffles bullshit. I'm an East Coast trader. I'm from Miami. I'm currently in Boston, still on Eastern Standard Time. I wake up at 8 a.m. and I try to go for a little walk. It's nothing crazy. I go for an 8 a.m. Sometimes I'll get a little lift in the morning. I'll hit some abs, cardio, nothing crazy. I'll get a little lift in just to clear my head and make sure that the first thing on my mind or the first thing that my eyes don't see when I wake up is the fucking NASDAQ, right? I want to make sure that I'm in a great state of mind. I want to make sure I'm already satisfied with my day, otherwise known as flow state, if that's what you want to call it. I like to make sure that I'm in a good rhythm, that my body's in a good rhythm, my mind's in a good mental state and a good rhythm coming into the market, right? At 9:30 a.m., ideally, I want to have 1 to 2 things checked off my day, whether that is make a video. In my case, I also create content, so it's all make a video or two, go for a run, hit the gym, make breakfast, do your laundry. The smallest task. It doesn't have to be anything significant. Literally the smallest task. I wake up at 8 a.m. That's not even that early. And if you think that's early, I highly recommend you fix your sleep schedule because that is like actually bizarre, right? But find a small task to do every morning before the market. I promise you it will make your life so much easier. It will actually put you in a good headspace before the markets and you'll be in a clear state of mind by the time you're actually trading. So when it comes down to you in the markets, you have no brain fog, your brain isn't clogged, like you're not gonna be a constant stress and anxiety trying to make money because you're just gonna be in a much better mood. And that might be very, very placebo, but It's worked for me. It works for me. I still do it every day. I wake up usually 7:30. I've recently been waking up at 7 a.m. I hit the gym. I come back. I make breakfast. I pump out content, and then I'm on the charts, right? So by the time I get to trading, I'm already in flow state. I'm already in a great state of mind. I already feel good. Everything about my day is already going great, right? So I'm already in a better headspace. I am more likely to follow my rules and not ruin my day, right? Second rule or second habit I set for myself as an unprofitable trader trying to make money was as simple as learning to walk away from a loss. And this is more of a trading rule than a habit, but it is a very emotional rule. So it's not as simple as, oh, like I'll enter this trade with X amount of size, or I'll enter this trade risking 500, trying to make 1,000. It's very easy to manage your risk when you're already in trade. Telling yourself, risk X amount, only one trade, enter off X, Y, and Z confluences. That's another ballpark because that has nothing to do with psychology. Telling yourself you're going to enter off an IAVG or a CISD is just a matter of waiting for your setup. But actually taking a loss and allowing yourself to get up with a smile on your face, knowing that your day is not going to be affected by the outcome of your trade, that is a habit because that is something that you have to control outside of the charts. That has nothing to do with your mentality on the charts, right? Because if you take a loss and you get upset, like I said before, you're going to be in a bad mood. You're going to ruin your day. You're going to ruin probably your trading session because you're going to end up crashing out, going on tilt, going on edge, and blowing everything. So what I did to understand and make sure that I stopped going on tilt, I stopped going on edge, and I stopped blowing my accounts was as simple as allowing myself to take 2 trades a day. If I win my first trade, I'm off the charts. I made my money, that's it. That's it. If you make your money, there's no reason to give your money back to the markets, right? That is it. Stop being greedy. Don't be a pig. That is what I teach you guys. Don't be a pig. Don't be greedy. I win my first trade, I'm off. You guys will notice most of my trade recaps are 1, 2 trades max. And the rules I've set for myself, you win your first trade, you're done. That's it. I'm usually done trading by like 9:40 a.m. That's it. I make my money, I'm out of the markets, right? I'm not in the markets for a long time. I'm in there for a good time. That's it. I'm in there for 10 minutes. I take my money, I leave. I'm not there to get robbed by NASDAQ. You understand the market is built for you to lose. If you try spending your whole day on there, you're probably gonna end up losing money, right? So the reality is, win your first trade, you're off. If you lose your first trade, I will go for a second trade. Will I up my risk? Will I double down on my risk, triple on my risk, and go for a crazy top tick, bottom tick, and not follow my rules? Absolutely not. My risk is most likely going to be the exact same, if not 10% less, 10% more, depending on the volatility in the markets, right? It is not going to be planned to be more, but the reality is maybe I'll risk 500 on my first trade and 600 on my second trade. That's essentially the same risk, right? I'm not going to up my risk. I'm not going to lower my risk. I'm going to risk the same amount of money, which is X amount of money, on a similar setup. And if I don't see that setup, I'm off. That's it. I'm not going to have to take a second trade. You should never have a rule to have to take a trade. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard, right? My rules, win your first trade, you're off. You lose your first trade, you have a chance to take a second trade. If you don't see a setup, you don't take anything and you're done with your loss. That's it. Now, if you take your second trade and you win, that's it. 2 trades is a max anyways. If you take your second trade and you lose, you're done anyways, right? So 2 trades max per day. You win your first trade, you're off. You lose your first trade, you have a chance on the second trade, and that is it. You lose, you're done at 2 losses. You win, you're essentially break even, if not up for the day, right? And those are my rules. And once I started following those and built that into my system and understood that a loss is not as significant as most people pointed out to be. So many people, including me, I'm probably a victim of this. I probably sit here and tell you guys, or I don't tell you guys that losses are bad, but I talk about losses so often that it might kind of put it in your head that a loss is terrible. Like, oh, what is this? Like losing, Ale's always talking about. Like, a loss doesn't mean shit. Like, a loss means nothing. You think these banks on Wall Street give a shit about a loss when they're making billions of dollars a day? Why do you think they're making billions of dollars a day? Because they're following a system. You think an algorithm that these banks have coded wins every trade? No, the reality is it probably has a 60 to 80% win rate. It's still going to lose 2 to 3 out of every 10 trades, right? The thing about an algorithm is an algorithm does not get emotional. An algorithm just continues to follow a system and will endlessly make money, right? So you kind of have to code yourself as an algorithm to follow your system for the rest of time and not let your emotions actually affect your inputs in the market, right? It is okay to feel emotions. There's nothing wrong with feeling emotions as a trader. When I take a loss, I might be a little upset. I might be a little mad that my trade didn't play out. The difference is I am not going to react to the markets. I'm not going to double my risk. I'm not going to go over leverage. I'm not going to go on tilt and fall off my edge just because I took a loss. You understand how stupid that is? All you're doing is setting yourself more back than you just did. And here's another thing. Most people think a loss is a setback. A loss is not a setback. You see what I just did there where I told you guys, you set yourself back by breaking your rules. You didn't set yourself back by taking a loss. A lot of people see a loss as a financial setback because obviously, oh, you make money, then you lose money, you're back here instead of here. But that is just a system. That is not a setback. A setback would be you breaking your rules, going on tilt, falling off your edge, and being a worse trader than you were yesterday. Your goal should be to always become a better trader. My promise to myself is to give every day 100% as a trader and to be better every day than the next, right? Or the previous, whatever the fuck the saying is. I'm not an inspirational speaker. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm just here to tell you guys how to actually turn into a profitable trader. I'm not some Gary V guru guy, but essentially the message I was trying to get across was that a loss is or should never be viewed as a setback. A lot of you guys are probably stuck in this part in your trading right now. I used to think a loss was a setback. I would get mad. I'm like, oh, I was one day away from a payout and I took a loss. Like, no, because what if I took that trade and I won on the same trade, right? It is the exact same input, different output. Now, what am I getting attached to if I'm getting upset over the outcome? The outcome, correct? Because if I took the same trade, 5-minute gap tap, 1 minute displacement to the upside, targeting London highs. I took that on Tuesday and Friday, correct? If I lost on Tuesday and won on Friday, what should change in my emotions? I took the exact same trade at the exact same time, right? What changed between Tuesday and Friday? Tuesday, I lost money. Friday, I made money. Am I going to think to myself on Friday, oh, that was such a bad trade, I shouldn't have taken that? No, but when would I have thought that? Maybe on Tuesday when I lost my money. Maybe on Tuesday I would have been upset. I would have thought, oh, that was a stupid trade. Oh, obviously, like this happened. Like, no, it's easy to say that in hindsight, right? What is better for you to practice as a trader is sticking to consistent inputs. If you get upset over the outcome, all that's going to affect is your inputs, right? So if you take 1,000 trades, exact same time, exact same model, and it makes you money, the one time it loses, you go on tilt and you fuck up, all you're doing is ruining a set of statistics. All you're doing is ruining future outcomes for that strategy because now you actually set yourself back because you're no longer following a system. A system does not have setbacks. A system has rules that it must follow, right? So if you say your strategy makes you 10K a month, it's not going to be, oh, 1K a day. No, it's going to be 3K one day, minus 2K one day, plus 2K one day, minus 500 one day, plus 5K one day, minus 3K one day, plus 7K one day, minus 3K, plus 2K, minus 1K, right? So at the end of the day, you're moving slowly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But at the end of the day, you still went from point A to point B. And that is what you need to understand as a trader, right? You're so attached to the outcome, but if you focus on consistent inputs, you will notice you will gradually get to where you want to be in your desired state as a trader, right? And that is what I need you to focus on, your inputs, not your outputs. And remember, the two habits that I built when I was unprofitable that helped me turn profitable was A, when I wake up, I want to do anything but trading. When I wake up, I want to do something like a workout. I want to do the dishes. I want to do my laundry. I want to do any small task that will put me in a good mood, put me in a good headspace, and make me feel somewhat accomplished coming into trading. So I'm already in a good headspace. I'm already in some sort of flow state, and I'm in a feel-good mode, right? Number two, if I take a loss, I'm not upset because I know my system is proven to make me money. Like I said before, your system is going to get you from point A to point B. There's no reason for you to ruin the journey from point A to point B and set yourself back all the way to the start when that is not what your system implies it to do, right? And two rules that you don't have to do with your trading. It really depends on the kind of trader you are. Personally, with me, I do it with my trading just because I'm a very low RR trader. I have a 1-to-1 to 1-to-2 risk reward. So it's not like I take a lot of trades a day. So like I said, the one win, I'm off the charts, one win or one loss, and I'll take a second trade. If you're a top ticker, bottom ticker, I know you guys take a lot more trades. So obviously like 2 trades a day wouldn't really be a sufficient rule for you to set, right? So adjust that with the way you trade. If you're a low RR trader, 1 to 3 trades a day is all you should be taking. If you're a high risk reward taker or a trader, there's a lot more trades for you to take throughout the day. So it's really up to you how you trade. If you take very low risk, several trades throughout the day, obviously don't listen to my advice. If you trade 1 to 2 times a day or 3 to 4 times a week, then definitely apply my rules to your trading. I guarantee you it will see some sort of results in the future. And in the meantime, I hope you guys learned something new from this video. Free Discord will be linked in bio, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I'll see you boys tomorrow. Peace out.